Hello there, beautiful friends from around the world, and it seems Screw Attack is at it again. Well, what is my thoughts? What is my opinion on the Goku vs. Superman rematch on Death Battle? Well, I'm going to make my prediction pretty plain and simple. Now, I'm not going to really ramble on too long. I think Superman's going to win. A lot of guys will be very surprised. I know a lot of fans will be saying, but Blackenfist, you know, this and that. Here's my reasoning. First off, I want to say that I know very little about Superman. Actually, I know nothing about Superman. So, I would just want to say this. If the data that they showed in the first death battle of Superman is accurate and correct, you know, the Superman lifting 200 quintillion ton thing, then I don't care what version of Goku you're using. Goku cannot beat that Superman that has those stats that they put in Death Battle. Now, I know a lot of guys will be, very upset by me by saying this, but I also want to put in another thing. Coupled with that, I made a previous video on this whole Superman versus Death Battle, Superman versus Goku Death Battle thing, and I made my opinion clear. I think that Screw Attack got Goku's stats wrong. Almost every single stat, speed, durability, key output, I think they were all wrong. They were all lowballed in my comparison. I mean, the fact that they say that Goku cannot be the speed of light until the Buu Saga when he's like, or not even the Buu Saga, he can only go at the speed of light until he's Super Saiyan 4 or something like that, is ridiculous in my eyes, because as I said in some other videos, I mean, the Kamehameha in the second tournament, in the second arc of Dragon Ball, when Master Roshi was in Jackie Chun, he blew up the moon. That beam went from Earth to the moon in just a mere seconds. Now, it takes 2 seconds for light to go from the Earth to the moon, and I'm pretty sure that beam took longer than 2 seconds. But this is the very beginning of Dragon Ball, and we see these characters dodging these beams all the time. I don't want to get into, like I said, I'm not going to get too rambly, but the fact that Screw Attack, I feel, really lowballs Goku, and Superman is insanely strong when you compare him to Goku, I don't see how Goku has any of this, even with Super Saiyan God. I mean, like I said before, with Screw Attack lowballing Goku and with 200 quintillion ton Superman, does Goku really have a chance? I mean, maybe a guy who knows more about Superman can tell me otherwise, but like I said, I know nothing about Superman, and I don't care how strong Goku is, even though I think he's being lowballed by Screw Attack, and I do feel that some of the information was some of the information was wrong. Let's put it that way. It was wrong. But Goku cannot mess with someone who can, that 200 quintillion ton Superman. He can't mess with that. I don't know, even if they measured Goku accurately, he couldn't mess with it. So, I'm sorry, guys. And quite honestly, a lot of people will say, how can you say this if you're a Dragon Ball fan? Well, that's just it. I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I don't care if Goku can be beaten by Superman. I just really don't. But, I know it matters to a whole bunch of people, but there you go. My prediction is Superman wins. That's my reasoning. Screw Attack gets their data wrong. They lowball Goku, and even if they didn't, there's no way Goku would win anyway. So, maybe a guy that knows more about Superman than I do can dispute me on that. But I can tell you, as a guy who knows Dragon Ball as much as I do, I can't see Goku beating the stats that Death Battle put on their video in terms with Superman. I know the stats with Goku were kind of messed up, but I'm no Superman expert. But anyway, before I keep saying the same thing over and over again multiple times, that's my prediction. Superman wins again. I know people are going to get upset and call, Screw Attack trying to incite flame wars, which quite honestly they are. The only reason they're doing this again is because they know they're going to get a shit ton of insane views, and they know who already is going to win, so... I mean, unless, I'm a boxing guy, and a lot of people in boxing like to say that, oh, when the rematch happens, they let the loser win, so that way they can have the third match for the rubber match and make a shit ton of money. Maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe Screw Attack will make Goku win this time, so that way we can have the epic rubber match, and then that's when Superman wins. Alright, guys, maybe I'm being a bit cynical, but I'm Blackenfist, and that's my opinion, and I'm out, man.